All that I am saying is that there are more efficient ways to battle this red madness. And heathen machines atop the Sun Temple are the last thing that will calm the townsfolk.
Maybe. But if this heathen machine is what the Pyreans used to combat the cycle, I want it near. Even if it turns out to be useless, only a fool turns down a chance. Sharim, how long will the reconstruction take?
Well, that depends on how many Pyrean mechanics you have on hand that can help us decipher these plans. Just think for once, Aranthio. How are we supposed to give you an estimation if we don't even know what the finished machine is supposed to look like?
We will get to work right away, Grandmaster. But in any case, we're going to need a lot of steel and Pyrean crystals.
You will get them. Now, get to work.
Let's hope he knows what he's
You did excellent work. We will reconstruct this machine no matter the price. Here, this will reward you for your effort. With the beacon and the sigiled stone, we now have both a sword and shield against these High Ones. That is more than I had hoped for. However, there has also been a disquieting development. I have called in a conclave, and it will take place in a day. Come back then, and use the time to rest.
Huh. You're the one they call... prophetess. You. Congratulations on passing the trial, I guess.
Yes?
As if they'd ever listen to me.
understand your turmoil, Madame. But still, right now, the Order cannot.
Waste a keeper to search for a pathless heretic? That's it, isn't it?
This is not what I said.
But what you thought. You know what? You should be ashamed, all of you. When I was young, being a keeper meant something. But I suppose those times are over.
Anything else I can help you with, Madame?
What is it? Oh, whether there's something troubling me? Let me think. Yes. For example, that the Holy Order, since that Aranthiel is holding the reins again, cares more about digging up Pyrean ruins than taking care of the people of this country. Ugh. Forgive me. I shouldn't have said that. It's just... never mind. Is there something you need? I need to get back to the shop. Huh? No. I appreciate your offer, but it would be too dangerous. This would have been a mission for a keeper, but they are too busy polishing their armors. Oh my. Well, fine. Who am I to reject a helping hand? I am missing someone, and I'm not speaking figuratively. My son, my only son. It's complicated. Have you ever heard of the Brotherhood of Kor? I see, then you haven't been in this city for long. The Brotherhood of Kor were pathless ones, heretics as the Order would call them. They demented the divinity of the Lightborn and instead prayed to some barbaric deity called Kor. Initially, they were ridiculed, but thanks to their leader and his talent to poison lost souls with his ideology, more and more Ark people, especially Sublimes, converted to his cult. And, well, among them was also my son, Rucus. I don't know where I failed as a mother, I really don't. 4 times a week I took him to the chapel to pray when he was a boy, and I always kept him away from dangerous influences. Girls, boys, you know what I mean. But apparently that wasn't enough. He was one of the first to convert and take those ridiculous vows, even though he wasn't even 20 winters old back then. I suppose there's only so much you can do as a parent. A vow of silence, and please do not ask me what for. It has something to do with the followers of Kor believing language somehow poisons the mind. Some pathless rubbish. Yes, because the Order, Malthus be praised, banished them from the city. The Kor didn't bother too much, but apparently one of their seers has had some kind of vision only shortly before that happened. She saw an island in the Red Sea near Duneville. So, this is where they went. They built a small settlement there about 5 winters ago, and Rucus went with them. No, nothing. But even so, I wanted to know he was all right, so I paid a myriad warden to, once each moon, fly over the island to see if everything is in order, so to speak. And, well, this is essentially what's troubling me. For 3 weeks, the island has been deserted. No sign of life anywhere. Thank you. That means a lot to me. If you could find Rucus, I would be happy to reward your efforts. You see, I just want to know if he's all right. Pathlessness aside, he is still my son. Anyway, best you talk to the myriad warden in the South Quarter. He can take you somewhere close to the island. I will be in my shop. Yes? Have you been to the island? Yes, of course. Yes? Have you been to the island?
Yes?
I've seen this face, so yes, hooray! What can I do for you today? Oh, this one is curious. I'm sad to have to tell you this, even though I'm not furious. My secrets stay in the abyss. Ah, blazes. You're right. I didn't see that question coming, that's all. But how goes the saying, practice makes perfect? Next time I'll be prepared. Ah, the business didn't go well in the past moons, that's all. Hardly any travelers or outlanders anymore. And the arcanists of the Order prefer to get their supplies elsewhere since Grand Master Arenthiel has returned. Well, since I have a son to feed, I had to think of something. That tip with the rhyming came from my brother-in-law, Doral. He's with the sickle and came back from a journey to Calais just recently. He said that he visited a lecture from a Chilean merchant there. And he said that in order to be successful nowadays, one needs a, unique selling proposition. Yes, that's how he called it. Something to distinguish him or herself from the competition. Correct. I know I'm not the best poet, but I'm sure you'll remember bartering at Emberlord and Fireflash better than with that goat-faced vagabond woman Stonehand down at the market. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee. I've seen this face, so yes, hooray! What can I do for you today?
Walk blessed, friend. Where are you headed? Huh. So old God's hand did find someone after all. I'm glad she did. Yes, I can take you to this island. But be careful, will you? The last time I went there, I think I saw bone rippers from the distance.
So hungry. From the velvet sky they fall.
Oh, you're not from around here, are you? I know that accent.
She smiles into the desert.
Yes? Have you been to the island?
Puke. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. My heart is aflame.
A sunken shrine? So you are saying whatever power lived in that temple made Rukus and the others... Oh, my Marthas. It is all my fault. I failed. If I had been there for him more, if I would have prayed more often, he would have never lost his power. I just know it. Here, take this key. It opens up a shelf in the bank. The things in there, they were meant for Rukus, for when he comes back. Now, please go. I need some space.
In the shackles of lust, presented by the poets.
May your path always be
On
even.
rocks I stood, amidst
Potatoes,
sin.
garlic.
Now look at that. A new face. How can Gabor Gabov serve you today? A Pyrean dagger, mayhaps? No? How about an ancient claymore for the steps of Ereziel? Wait.
That's just how they
Say
are.
that again. Oh, by the name of the sun! You're Neremaze, aren't you? And even better, you're from Ostian. Oh, by the now deceased seven gods. What brings you here? To Enderal, I mean. Indeed, I am. And before you ask, I fled, just as you probably did. Even though the artist inside of me loves the chaos, the family man doesn't. At least not enough that he would risk the life of his family. And well, now here I am. By the face of time, what a dull place this is. The people here, this endless rambling about the path and Malthus. I would have never thought the Order could actually succeed in keeping the truth about the Lightborn's death from the people so long. But in a place like this, that problem pretty much solves itself, it seems. The people here are so obstinate. I was surprised to find out they do not still pray to a Satyron. Oh yes, that I am. Painter of the black powder, the fiery moments, one could say. In Nerem I could make a living from that. But in this country, my art is not exactly acknowledged. Certainly. Just take your time. Take care. Fair lady. Of course. Safe travels.
What? Ah, excellent. Many thanks, madame.
Rats, bugs, spiders. I wonder what the Lightborn were thinking when they created. Oh my.
Yes?
Walk. Sure, take a look.
Treat yourself.
Walk blessed.
You're an outlander,
Uh-huh.
aren't you?
No,
I can tell.
I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
In an act of limitless cowardice, attempted to storm the palace of the Golden Queen.
You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to...
Oh my. You just don't get any younger.
You're right. Was if you actually mean that.
Hmm?
Huh? Yes, you do. Thanks for helping.
Yeah, as if.
Work, work, work. If only that man knew a thing or two about the library. Well.
A good pipe of peace, Wayne. Jesus, why is that stuff so expensive?
Move along.
Show me. Well, I'll be damned. You found it. Where was it? Aha. However it got there. Anyway, thanks a bunch. Mendelus will only hear the best from me.
Yes? Walk blessed. Let's see. Doria said you're honest and not afraid to get your hands dirty. Yeah, that means something. Well, Gunham said you're all right. I suppose that's as much of a compliment as you can get from him. Old Rogash said you're a path-abiding soul, and he's one of the eldest workers here, so congratulations. That's an impressive result. You seem to be reliable, and we always have use for reliable people. But still, we can use you. You can start as soon as you want to. Yes? Well, a bit of everything. Just look for yourself. Walk blessed. Walk blessed. Why, of course. Tomorrow you can move into the guild's house and Mal DeLorean will come to wash your feet. I like you, you know that? You're still so green and honest. That's a rare sight in this trade. If you're after the badge, yes. But you don't seem like the merchant type to me. But that's not a problem, however. With the right attitude, maybe you could reach the rank of vassal, or even protector. But that's a long way up. Guard the holy dealings of the sickle, of course. But only a fool would send a caravan through the powder desert without a proper escort. And reliable mercenaries are as rare as a talking Leorin. But that's what vassals and protectors are for. But let's not get carried away, shall we? If you're really planning to get hired as a vassal, you'll need to do more than run a few errands. Well, aren't you eager? But it's your lucky day. There is something. But be warned, you'll have to earn your money this time. Well, that'll need a bit of explaining first. As you may already know, a good merchant doesn't depend only on himself, but also on his suppliers. The best skinner's nothing without fur. The best baker's nothing without flour. And that is the problem. Helga Hafner is a farmer who's been producing grain for the sickle for 10 years now. Since 2 moons ago, however, his fields lie fallow. Right. But I need someone who can do it discreetly, which makes you the perfect fit for this task. Hafner doesn't know you, and he must not find out that we sent you. Well, because we suspect that his fields will stay barren permanently, whatever's causing it. He denies it, but we have to know. And that is your job. Handle it properly, and it won't be to your disadvantage.
Why is that stuff so expensive?
Kill the contract, of course. A farmer who doesn't deliver is of no worth to us. It does, unfortunately. That's what I wanted to hear. Do you have a map? Now here, that's where you'll find his farm. And again, stay low.
Hello.
What? Who are you? You shouldn't be here. This is my property. Bork's farm? Just go south from here. It's not far. I have to go. Walk blessed.
It's pointless. Even if you kill the mother shroom, the spores will stay in Hafner's soil. For the next 10 years, at least. Hopefully longer. Menhir. Menhir Harius. But that doesn't matter anymore. No one will remember me a few moons from now. Aye. Well spotted. So, go ahead. Take me in, beat me up, whatever. Hope you feel good about it. Aye. And I would do it again. Let this fucking son of a Vatir starve to death. And his children, too. That's the good thing about the Golden Sickle, you know. As path-abiding and pious as they pretend to be, in the end they only care about the coin. To what end? I bet you've got it all figured out by now, haven't you? The evil Eterna ruined the pious farmer. What did he tell you, huh? Malphas punishes me for me sins? That stunt has always worked well for him, even back then. Hafner, he pretends to be a stupid farmer, but he isn't. Not at all. Yes, I know him. We both grew up at the Farmer's Coast, and it's where we'll die. A little earlier than I thought, but still. That's a nice word for it. I take it you know everything has gone to shit around here over the past 2 years, with all these brigands, the animals, and the living dead. Well, guess what? It's us farmers who feel it the most. And even worse, with every caravan that gets robbed, the craftsmen inside the city put less trust in us small men and prefer to buy from Borek with his well-armed, escorted caravans instead. I'm getting there. You see, Borek undoubtedly saw the situation we were in, and in its infinite benevolence, offered us a deal. The 2 most productive farmers can transport their goods through his caravan for a small fee. Elegonus Brewstrong was one of them, and the other one was, or should have been, me. Aye, he did. And I would have never let him down, for fuck's sakes. I would have shared me place in the caravan with him like friends do. Aye, we would have made no fortune that way, but still. It would have been enough for us and our families to survive on. But no, 50-50 wasn't enough for that scum. So what does that son of a Vatir do? He poisons me cattle. That fucking bastard poisons me cattle. That miserable pissbag didn't even bother to deny it. Sorry, Menhir, that's just how the world works. But of course, that's only what he said to me. To everyone else, he was so sorry for what had happened to me. Drastic. Aye, that's one way to put it. For 6 months now, we haven't sold anything. But, you know, that isn't even the worst part. The worst part is to go begging with me children and me woman knowing it, while Hafner lives on like just before. The god responsible for the Farmer's Coast is made up of a half a dozen simpletons, all of whom Hafner knows far too well for them to believe me. It would have been pointless. Aye, it took me a long time to do this, and it has cost me. But still, it was worth it. Just to see that fucking smile wiped off his face. If you're really stupid enough to believe that, go ahead. I don't give a shit. The spores. I'm no arcanist, but they've taken their toll on me too. Me sight has gotten worse, and I've had these headaches for weeks now. But still, that's a small price to pay for justice. There's only one way to end this. Probably it wasn't. Aye. But no point in crying over spilled milk, is there? I've done what I've done. And you've made your judgment. I'm sorry, but that's not gonna happen. You know why? Because I'm tired of this fucking world and its fucking people. And because I'm a coward. I didn't think I was, but I am.
And that's it. You're killing the contract.
I wish it were different, but we don't have a choice. With the way your fields are, you won't be able to deliver anytime soon. I'm sorry.
Oh, Mania. Why? We were friends. What am I supposed to tell my family now? Oh, by the seven, you can't do this to me.
All right, then. The sickle will find a job for you in the city. It won't make you rich, but it'll be enough to feed your children. I beg your pardon. What? Is this true?
No. Why would you say something like that? I thought you were a good person.
We will investigate this matter. Guard, arrest him. You will hear from us.
As you command. Hafner, come with me.
But that's not fair.
Do I have to force you?
You did well. Truth be told, I always suspected that this fellow had a corpse or two in his closet. They all do. Here's your pay. Come back to the trading post if you're ready for more work.